gonna take my car to the fast food joint. I'm gonna eat till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my bite of that big old patty. I'm gonna stop till my heart won't pump. I got the burger on the bun, lettuce on the beef, got the pickles on the lettuce, and I'm sinking with my teeth.
All right, guys, welcome again. Third week, PT, Patty Talk. Three bros down on lock. Listen up for Patty Talk. How's it going, guys?
Doing good, Sky. How about yourself?
Doing great. As we were just talking about, we're all in different places except for Sam. I'm back in the Big Apple. Jimmy here's back in New Jersey. How's the weather over there, huh?
It's good. It's good, man. You know, it's you can see a little bit outside there. I think it's my backyard. It's a little rainy. Probably the same in New York. But yeah, I'm just excited to be home, man. I'm excited. I got my patty right here.
I'm stoked. Yeah.
How you holding up?
I was telling Sam it's a little weird. I went from the beautiful Long Island Sound now to this little apartment by myself.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
It's been a little dreary, but it's okay. You know, this is what PT's about, bringing spirits up.
How are you, Sam?
Dude, I'm doing well, man. I'm still in Michigan, going on lots of walks.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah. Actually, Jimmy and I, we talked. I love how we talked. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, we talked maybe 2 days ago.
We talked on the phone, and it took like 10 minutes for the conversation to just go to Patty's.
Yeah.
And then we ended up talking about Patty's, and then we talked Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, we gotta hold off. We can't talk about this right now.
I know. I was like, oh, we'll save it for tomorrow's episode. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm doing well, man. I'm just
You were telling me that you were telling me something that you said you want to dive into a little bit more during today's podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're
outdoors a lot.
Yeah, actually, I've been astral projecting.
Right.
I
actually forgot. I'm not just playing that up for the camera. I actually totally forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, okay, go ahead.
So I've been a buddy of mine. We've been so bored here that we've actually decided to go to another plane. And so there's this technique. There's 3 2-hour seminars on YouTube for free. You can find them. Michael Raduga. He's this Russian dude who teaches how to astral project and have out-of-body experiences. And I've been watching the seminars and taking notes. And every morning I wake up at 6 a.m. and I try to leave my body. So I've been trying to do that.
So have you had any breakthroughs so far?
Dude, actually, yeah. So I haven't had it's called a wild awake induced lucid dream. And then there's
yes, I know.
Yeah, and then there's a dialed, which is a dream induced lucid dream. And so basically
I've done the dialed before.
I've had dialeds in the past couple days.
I've dialed before on my own.
I think like a good 70% of the population dialeds in their life.
I've built it before.
Is wild supposed to be like more?
Well, wild's like crazy. I mean, I've gotten kind of close to it. Basically, the technique is like you're like laying down and you're kind of like right about to cross into like a REM cycle, and so your brain's kind of like as much as it's about the intent behind it, it also needs to just your brain needs to be primed in the right state for it. So if you're not about to enter like a REM cycle, it's really difficult.
Yeah. So do we want to hop into a little talk about what our topic of the week is?
Yeah.
This week's a really crazy week. We're trying something we've never tried before. We're doing a versus. What could be thought of as a versus episode? Sky, you wanna?
Yeah, we got West Coast, we got East Coast. You know, you think of Wu-Tang versus I don't know, Tupac or whatever the fuck.
No. You're close.
We have Yankees versus Dodgers. We have Shake Shack representing the East Coast and In-N-Out representing the West Coast. And to give us the West Coast inside scoop, we have the Brothers Lee, Drake and Harry. And in fact,
the Brothers Lee are joining us today.
I have them in the waiting room right now. I'm gonna add them in. All right.
Sorry if there's a little extra noise. I got the I got my mom and Danny in the room also.
No worries.
Yeah, we can do
Hello.
like
What's up, James?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Hey, Willie's here too. It's fucking
Hey, Willie.
Great. And you guys,
Willie, congrats, man. You're a free man. You're no longer bound by the shackles of the education
It's
system.
true, and now we got In-N-Out, and nothing could be better.
Dude, we're sitting here. We got the Shake Shack.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I actually had to order through the. Hey, we're filming a podcast over here, ladies. Thank you. I actually had to order through the Shake Shack app. It's called the Shack app. I called up and I was like, hey, and then they were like, well, you can now order through the Shack app on your mobile device. So I had to download that. A little weird, but pretty painless.
Cool.
Jimmy,
Yeah. How about you guys? You guys just
No,
called
we-
in or what?
We did ours the old-fashioned way. So we went to the one on Sunset Boulevard, which is like notoriously kind of busy. We got there, and of course, we were trying to do like the drive-in scenario, but so was like everyone else. So eventually, like I just got out, went inside, and it was like dead empty in there. So we got our food within like 15 minutes.
nice. Well, before we jump into the burgers, I'd like to point out that you guys, the Lee Bros, and Willie as well, you guys have a unique perspective. You guys coming from the West Coast, living on the East Coast. Before we get into this, where does your burger leniency lie?
So I have decent experience with both In-N-Out and Shake Shack. Probably more experience with In-N-Out. And I'm going to have to say, like, even before taking the first bite, like, I'm already team In-N-Out, so I'm a little biased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, the way I wish this is something I'd like to point out as well. The way I wish we could have done this is where we both have In-N-Out and Shake Shack, and we come up with some total. But as you guys know,
Sky, are you sure you just don't want 2 patties?
I'm sure, man.
This guy's a fiend today.
I eat enough burgers. I don't need another patty. But
How do the East Coast boys feel about Shake Shack though? And have we had In-N-Out before? I know we were talking about that the other day. So.
yeah, well, I definitely have. Sam and I, we both not really had much experience over on the East Coast. However, last time I was there, I had it a lot. I think we were in California for maybe like a week and a half, and I think I had In-N-Out like 5 times.
We had In-N-Out together. Do you remember that?
Did, yeah. With
I actually have a picture from that night. I'll throw it up in the the screen.
And I like that.
It's actually going to pop up right up here. Actually.
That one I really enjoyed as well, because that's I kind of had this California dynasty, or not dynasty, destiny sort of, where it'd be like chilling under palm trees and eating In-N-Out, and that was exactly what I got. I think that was in downtown LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great experience.
Yeah, that was a good
Right,
night.
guys. Well, should we bite into these patties? We can continue the conversation as we
Do
do.
the first bite. I think mine is cold by now, but
Then the mukbang, like,
Cheers,
Oh,
boys.
I'll bang with the in the back so that
yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So that's
Alright.
a double then?
This is a double. This is the number 2.
I got the single because trying to lose weight out here.
I'm
Trying
trying
to
to
all
Yeah.
that. We had like sandwiches this morning, so I was like,
Should you give first bite thoughts, or should we really get after?
yeah. First bite thoughts, Willie. For sure.
So,
All right.
Wait, hold up. Really quick. Before we get into this, I needed to give a disclaimer.
What is
Yeah,
it?
where's your patty, Sam?
Yeah, so the viewers may be wondering
no.
Fraud.
where my patty is. I actually ate my burger 2 hours ago by myself, and I filmed myself, and so during this, I'll have a video playing of me eating it in its entirety. So just feel free to keep talking. I made some notes. I'll participate in discussion, but the reason why, it wasn't just because I was so damn hungry. As many of you I'm sure think, it was because my Shake Shack closed at 6 Eastern time zone, and we're filming this at 7, so there was just no way, unless I was gonna microwave it, and I'm not looking to do that. So
You don't want to.
anyway, go ahead. I had to be up front. I didn't want to be too shady. Go ahead.
So I think we should start by comparing prices, because I feel like that plays a big part in the opinion.
Yeah.
Drake, do you remember what the price was?
I do. So the double meal was only $8.08, and I got a grilled cheese, so mine was like $6.50. with
Yours was
like a whole
$6.50
meal and a
total?
drink. Yeah.
Whoa.
hmm
So Shake Shack is definitely more pricey.
In-N-Out's significantly cheaper on all fronts.
Yeah.
I've actually never eaten at Shake Shack, but Willie was telling me that like a typical order at Shake Shack can go for like $13.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I
crazy.
opted for the shakes as well. I paid like $16.50 for this.
Yeah, that's squab.
It was
Yeah.
brutal. Although
Okay.
I got all the bells and whistles. I got the cheese fries as well.
Wow.
Oh.
You balled out.
But that's one thing that's the first thing that Sam and I we always, we do like to talk about the food, but we also like to talk about the history, the context of the burger you're eating.
hmm
Sam, do you want to share your intel on In-N-Out's employee payment status?
Oh yeah. I mean, comparing the two companies, the first thing that really jumps out at me is that In-N-Out is still private. They never went public, and they wanted to maintain a sense of ownership. They wanted to maintain like a consistent customer service and quality.
A through line.
Exactly. And I think it shows. The times I've had In-N-Out, I can really, I'd say it's there's a sense of community. Shake Shack, however, went public. I mean, they went big. In 2015, yeah, they started at I think like $21 a share. Within a day, they were up to almost $50 a share. And now I don't know what it is now, but I think it's like over 100. And so, the company is like massive. They're like no holds barred at this point. However, to now, I at this point, like, I wouldn't say I'm one way or the other. I think they both have their redeeming qualities. But Danny Meyer, the head of Shake Shack, I've actually met him and I've talked with him. I was a friend of mine, her mom, knew him, I guess, and we were dining at one of his restaurants, and there wasn't a chair for me at the table because I showed up late, and he was eating at a table over, and he gave me his chair.
Okay.
Wait,
Alright.
the owner of
That's
Shake Shack?
customer service.
Yeah.
That's customer
The
service.
the owner of Shake Shack gave me the
Why was he at
proverbial
the Shake
shirt
Shack
off
that
the
you
top.
were at? Is that
Yeah,
just
dude.
what he's, like
It was like
lazy?
nepotism to
That's a
me.
family. Her and his daughter and son are family friends of ours. My family.
Really?
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh,
we got
crazy.
supplies.
Crazy.
Hung out with the-
Nepotism all up in
You
here.
guys get so I have a friend who his dad was one of the founding members of Chipotle, and so he gets just burrito bucks, which are essentially just free burritos. Do they get any free Shake Shack at all, Willie? Do you know?
It's like a golden card.
So when we met them, Shake Shack wasn't a thing yet.
Oh,
So that
So
family, they were doing
Shack
really
started
well.
up in 2000 as a hot dog stand in Madison Square Garden, and it wasn't until 2001
Right.
that they.
wait,
that
are
they
you sure on that?
Wow.
Because I think me and Harry have been to the OG Shake Shack.
The OG one I know for
Oh,
sure
yeah. We have.
is in Madison Square Park.
We've been there.
Oh, did I say Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, you said
Oh,
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, imagine Danny Myers he's like a hot dog boy at MSG. That's the origin story.
There's also Union Square Cafe.
So, fun fact about In-N-Out, it's also like a family-owned company. I think the daughter of the guy who started it is the CEO now, and she's of course set for life.
Yeah.
It's also a Christian company. I don't know if you guys knew that. Did you guys know that?
I was gonna ask you guys about that, about the Bible verses, right?
So it's right. I don't know if you can see it well,
No way.
but it says John 3:16.
That's insane. What the
I'm gonna-
fuck?
Dude, I had no idea.
Wait, I'm gonna look up.
13316 is.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm curious.
Well, that's the one thing I was gonna say, right? So jumping into In-N-Out, the one thing that I will take away from it is that it is the most authentic, I think, Californian experience that I've ever had. So Harry and Drake, I gotta ask you guys, would that be a normal routine? You guys get done with school, you roll over on the skateboards to In-N-Out? Would that be a regular
Yeah.
thing?
I had a lot of friends in high school who worked at In-N-Out, and the first thing I'll say about that is that it's a very stressful environment,
Really?
but they do pay their employees significantly above minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the time the minimum wage in our area was $9, $9.50, and the entry level at In-N-Out at the time was like $11.50. So it was like,
That's so awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I read that. That's so cool.
so you know, they pay their employees well. Anyways, I was in choir in high school, and after every choir show, we would go to In-N-Out, have like a rap party.
Holy shit.
And some more nostalgia. Every time when my parents moved to LA, every time I got off the plane, I stopped at In-N-Out. If it was like an
On the
Uber
way
drive,
home?
I would go through the drive-in and like
That's
really
so
beg to go to In-N-Out.
It's definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's something
Yeah.
I noticed when I was there is that the employees were so happy and so
Mm-hmm.
stoked. Like it was insane. Like the amount of just like optimism. I remember Sam and I, we pulled into I forget where we were in California, but right when we arrived, we were weary, road tired. We drove from Michigan. We were greeted with a smile. It was wonderful. So
Except I
Real man.
feel the need to say this. They forgot about my order.
oh yeah, that was
Oh
fun.
man.
So Sky and Nando were served, and I stood there sheepishly for probably upwards of 15 minutes, and then finally I said, you never called my number. I'm
So
wondering.
did you have a slight personal grudge going into this episode?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't lie.
If this was a jury, you would have been dismissed, Sam.
So
You
so
can't-
me and Harry, I know have both, like, I guess Drake too, and Willie. I guess we've all had In-N-Out and Shake Shack.
I've
I
never had
remember-
Shake Shack, for
You
the
never had
record.
Shake Shack. Okay.
Never eaten it in my life.
I have
Anyways,
had Shake Shack
continue.
many times.
What's
I
your,
don't
so
even-
Drake, what's your, like? Do you have like a bone? Like, do you think it's like what's your? Do you have beef with Shake Shack or like?
No, it's just like
Okay.
I've literally never felt the need to go and try
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Dude, I feel you on that.
the thing is like the one thing or the one reason why I would ever go to Shake Shack is for like their custard like milkshakes or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is like, yeah, like I'm very much team In-N-Out. In-N-Out is like the best burger you'll probably ever get anywhere. So
Yeah, I feel like In-N-Out is more like essential than not essential. Maybe essential is not the right word, but like I don't feel the need to go to Shake Shack when I'm in the city. Like I'm
right.
like there's a Shake Shack. I mean, me and Harry went one night. I don't remember why we went.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
We were just like, oh, should we get Shake Shack? And then we like went and then we like just ate it in my.
It's
room.
because the nostalgia aspect, everything we've talked about in relation to In-N-Out is nostalgia driven.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, my homie worked at Shake Shack. I went
Yeah.
after a long trip.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
You know, like that never happened.
That's true.
And that's the other thing. too.
I would argue a lot of that. I hate to bring it back to this. I think it's because In-N-Out never went public. And never like franchise.
Or maybe it's because In-N-Out is Christian. Maybe that's why.
Well, it's
John 3:16 on the inside of
The
it.
more marks you are, the better burgers you have.
Well, that's what I'll say, right? About Shake Shack is I know going into it that leaving it I'm gonna feel terrible. That I'm gonna feel really, really bad. And not only
Dude,
that,
I have like a headache right now. I have
Yeah.
like a single burger. It's like so weird. Like
Okay,
That
that
might-
actually,
yeah, go ahead.
that's the one thing I wanted to say about Shake Shack is that they have like definitely a like umami kind of like thing
Yeah.
going on. You know,
they do, yeah.
it's a little bit too rich.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
it gives
before-
you that
Can
feeling.
you explain to the listener what umami is?
It's that like creamy, like meaty kind of essence.
Right?
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that
little
meat
bit overboard. And another
Yeah.
thing I wanted to talk about is Drake. I want you to give your opinion on the grilled cheese because
Mm-hmm.
when I was in high school, I was vegetarian for like a year and a half, and I would just get the grilled cheese every time. It was like $3 for the grilled cheese.
Yeah. The grilled cheese kind of hits. I'm not gonna lie. I got it animal style too, which is so if you get just like a normal grilled cheese, it's literally just like cheese and a bun, and that's it. But
Wait,
animal
so
style,
is
you
it-
get all the
Sorry,
veggies.
is it a special kind of bread or is it the regular burger?
It's just the normal bun. It's
Oh,
just not on the.
It's the same.
It's not on the
same
menu.
patty.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, that was a good question because I was under the impression that it was like toast.
Right, me too. Yeah.
No, it's just a burger without the burger, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
And,
that's the
that's
signature
pretty much it.
thing is the grilled onions and the Thousand Island.
Oh, the onions are really important because they ask, that's the only thing they ask you about is like, do you want onions?
Yeah.
There's tomatoes and lettuce. So you have to say, so I got no tomatoes with onions. And if you don't get it with onions, I mean, do you get onions? I think it's crucial. Of course. 100%.
Well, that's what I was the one thing I was gonna add, right? From the experience that I've had at In-N-Out, In-N-Out's way more about the harmony of all the ingredients. You're getting that fresh lettuce, that crispy tomato.
The one thing that I noticed about like the Shake Shack burger that I just ate is it felt like a hockey puck.
Yeah.
Not even just the burger, but like the whole sandwich felt like it was like glued together. Like
Oh,
it
no.
didn't feel like it just like felt like one homogenous like ball of like
Well, it's
dough
that,
and
it's that
real
orange
cheese.
It's a Martha's potato bun, and it forms like a dumpling, right? That's the big thing that I.
Yeah.
So it also
It's like a
still-
bao bun. It's
thin.
insane.
It's
It's
an adhesive.
Yeah.
And the other thing is to his presentation, right? I know this changed, but right, I got mine in this little box, and it came in this little wrapper. With In-N-Out, you get that beautiful, like half. Like Harry, do you mind holding that up to the camera?
I don't like that. No, this. Oh, I don't like this.
Look at that.
I think it gets in the way.
That looks like a good freaking burger.
It
Well,
is
I
good,
feel the
honestly.
consensus,
Yeah.
even from the East Coast fellas, I feel it leaning In-N-Out.
Well,
The thing about In-N-Out that makes it like so special too is that like they have like a secret menu that everyone like knows about. It just kind of like adds to the appeal of like eating there, you know what I mean?
I don't like Jamba
Hey,
Juice.
I'm glad
Right.
you brought that up, because now we're going to move into the next section of our show, which is the In-N-Out secret menu quiz that I've compiled.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to test you guys, right?
I'm gonna ace this.
But to be
I
tough,
already know.
just say me, and I'll pick who's first, okay? So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to read you the description of what it is, and you have to tell me what the item is called, okay? So I'm going to start off easy. Mustard cooked meat, extra sauce, grilled onions, and pickles.
Me.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Flying Dutchman, right?
No. That's the animal style. The Flying Dutchman is no buns, no lettuce, no onions, just 2 beef patties with 2 slices of cheese.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Have you guys ever had that?
I've never had that.
Insane, dude. That sounds actually fucking disgusting. I won't lie. It's just like a steak that like someone like ground up into like ground beef and then put cheese.
I love how they have 2 slices of cheese too. That's
Yeah,
so.
the Flying Dutchman is so funny.
Wait, before. Okay. Go,
So it's so animal style. They fry the burger in mustard.
I didn't know that.
I've heard about that, and it kind of.
Crazy.
I've heard what it does is the mustard adds kind of like a crust to it. So supposedly the animal style burger is a little crispier because of that.
Wow.
Wow.
I remember I got an animal style burger there, and I noticed that it was there was that note of crunch.
What is mustard again?
Mustard?
What do you mean? Really?
Like, what is,
Look at us.
is it from a seed? No. What's it made of? What's it made of?
Oh,
And no, not what is mustard. What is it made of?
oh. What is-
Mustard's a harsh dichotomy in our world, actually, because mustard it comes from a seed that's used to either make the yellow condiment or gas that was used in biological warfare. So,
That is a harsh dichotomy. It's a
Yeah.
good one.
but it makes you feel a little dangerous when you're eating it, and that's what I like about it.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, this is kind of random, but do you remember when Obama went to Five Guys
Yeah.
and everyone was like shitting on him because he asked for Dijon mustard?
No.
Oh, is that why there's? Because you know how they have that like board at Five Guys. Is that why everyone writes Obama on the fucking board at Five Guys?
Maybe.
That might-
Nah, it's
Because
just
I always go like at every Five Guys that I'm at, like I always see people like and like still now like, you know how there's like the cork board and then you can put like little
flashcards.
yeah.
I remember the Trump campaign was like during one of Trump's like smear campaigns. He was like, "Look at Obama, like this liberal." Although I will say that is kind of an insane thing to ask for. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not
true.
because because to Obama's defense, I'm sure there's like a lot of places in D.C. and I'm sure in the White House where you can like specify the mustard.
Mhm.
But that's I mean, I would laugh if like I was
ordered Dijon mustard at Five Guys. That's so funny.
All right, guys. Next quiz question. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna read off the description. You gotta say me if you know what it is. burger wrapped in lettuce with
Oh, me. That's easy. It's protein style.
There we go. That's great.
Yeah.
And
That's the keto special, bro. When
That is the keto.
Keto, and he had to get those when we went to.
Drake's locked in right now.
I know this feels like Jeopardy.
Yeah.
well, I like how it's protein styled because you're still eating the same amount of protein that you would with a regular burger. There's just no carbs.
It's just the keto,
Yeah.
the keto option, I guess.
4 beef patties with 4 slices of cheese and all the rest of the good stuff you like. Not my description.
What?
4
Sounds like okay, so if the Flying Dutchman is half of that, then I'm gonna say it's the Soaring Dutch dude.
No.
The Soaring Dutchman.
It was a
Damn.
good effort.
Okay, I
It's
tried.
it's also it's a common nickname for Sam as well. It is the 4x4.
4x4.
That's good, dude. That's really good.
All right, guys, and I've got one last one.
4x4 sounds like a lot.
So
Holy
this
crap.
this one's a shake. All 3 flavors mixed in one shake.
Yeah, that's the Neapolitan.
There we go, guys.
Yeah. This is in and out, man.
Pretty good.
Drake's got it down to a science. I won't lie.
So
I mean, I was trying to think of like the first time me and Harry like ate In-N-Out. I honestly can't remember it because we've kind of just been going there like our whole lives pretty
So,
much.
little context: our mom is from Northern California, and we grew up there for 2 years when I was like 4 to 5. So Drake, you were like what, like 8 to 9?
7 to 8, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was like probably our first experience with In-N-Out.
Okay, so because we've been talking a lot about In-N-Out, but to just to finish off maybe with a little bit more on Shake Shack, like I just don't really feel like I ever crave it at all. I don't crave it.
I just can disagree more.
Like, and I love fast food. Like me and Danny drove literally like an hour round trip to get Taco Bell yesterday. So like, you know,
You did that? You should have documented it on the Insta, man.
dude, yeah, but it's not patties, man. It's
Yeah,
not
that's not a
patties.
patty.
I wanted to stay true to form, you know.
Fair enough.
But so you know, I like my McDonald's. I get my McDonald's cravings. I'm like, damn, I want a 10-piece chicken nugget with barbecue sauce and a Sprite. Like I want that. I don't ever think in my head like, oh, I want the Shack burger with the Shack sauce. You know, I never think about
agree.
it. So.
I agree.
You know, we've kind of had this, I don't know if we made this point, but sort of an ongoing hypothesis we have is it's the nurture versus nature aspect, you know? McDonald's is a food that we all had in our childhood. It was a happy thing, and it carries into adulthood. And Jimmy, maybe just for you, Shake Shack doesn't provide you that same comfort.
Yeah, I have like a few memories like growing up, like because I grew up in New Jersey, so we'd go to the city. You know, like going to the city was like going into New York City was like a thing to do, like a big like you'd like gather like a bunch of friends like when you were little, and like parents would chaperone, and you'd go to like the museum or whatever, and then you'd like, and then like I think I remember sometimes we'd like go to Shake Shack afterwards or like whatever, and like but it was more of like a novelty thing, like, oh, we're in New York, like let's get Shake Shack, which is like interesting because it's like such a New York, like I feel like it is such a quintessential like, New York.
Well,
Yeah, Willie is our resident New Yorker, so why don't you do your
I'll
take?
say that. I mean, I don't know if quintessential, maybe, but having.
Well, I
like-
just feel like it's synonymous. Like people know that like that Shake Shack is associated with New York. I feel
Yeah, when they hear, I would say that. Yeah, the
unless I'm pulling that out of my
occasion
ass.
is there. But
well, for me,
Five Guys, I'm a huge Five Guys person. Like I think Five
Dude,
Guys is infinitely better.
Dude, it's the best. It's my favorite
And
place.
it's $2 cheaper for the same meal.
Dude,
you
but
get
that's
more
the
food
thing
for
is that Five Guys is overpriced as fuck, sure, but it's actually good. And Shake Shack is just like literally like so.
It's just fine. It's not bad.
fine. It's good. I had a good
It's
burger. It's fine.
And
But I'm
Five
not.
Guys, you get double the fries. The burger's massive. It's just like, come on, for 11 beans.
All right, I'm
Here's
gonna have to pull the plug on this Five Guys talk, okay?
All right, yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
spoil it.
I know. That's
I'm
probably
in a place and it's not right now.
Willie, maybe we'll call you in for the Five Guys episode.
Yeah,
I'm glad
please.
that somebody-
Love to have you on.
back on the horn.
like
This is
the-
just like an observation, but I feel like New York is just not like a burger town. I feel like it's not. It's like a pizza town, you know? Like
True,
pizza
that's
is
true.
like the the fast food over there. I mean, you know, in LA, it's like we have 3 or 4 different like regional burger chains. We have Fat Burger too.
Oh, true.
Fat Burger fucks it up.
At the end of when we finish up our meals, we like to rate how it was, and our scale is 1 patty on the grill or 2 patties on the grill, or you can do half patties.
And if you really like it, you can throw on some bacon.
And I think that because of the special versus episode, we should maybe give a vote. I feel like it might be unanimous, but I think we could give a vote like which we think we would prefer, In-N-Out or Shake Shack.
All right, so let's start with Harry and Drake. Harry, you want to?
There was a little Freudian slip there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know you heard that, right? The Five Guys is on my mind, bro. I'm thinking about it now.
Drake, you go first.
For me, In-N-Out is it's got to be like either a 2 patty or a 1.5 patty with bacon type deal. It's like a burger burger.
Damn, that's hype.
Harry, Willie, what are your guys' takes?
Willie, you go ahead.
I kind of like the per patty and a half, no bake.
No bake.
That's my.
That's solid. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Patty and a half. Well, I wanted to add one last thing about the whole West Coast versus East Coast thing. For me, whenever I have like a burger craving in New York, I can just go to the deli and get a burger. You know what I mean? Or like a chopped cheese.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has like the same sensation.
And it's only
chopped cheese is like definitely replacing.
Oh, well, we'll have to do an app on chopped cheeses too.
Yeah,
So-
there should be a chopped cheese.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
Because of the culture that In-N-Out has around it too, I'm gonna give it a 2 patty.
Wow,
Damn.
massive.
I think it's like really close to top tier. Maybe like Five Guys is like slightly above.
Regarding the In-N-Out, I've got to say, I mean, in terms of context and in terms of presentation, it's pretty low, but in terms of like its ability to fulfill that patty necessity, and as Harry pointed out, all that the umami really gets to me, I'm gonna give it 2 patties.
Wow.
The
Yep.
Shake Shack?
What?
Wait, the Shake Shack or the In-N-Out? Because you said In-N-Out.
Oh, sorry, another Freudian slip. Shake Shack, because that's what I
Okay.
got.
Wow.
Shake Shack gets a 2 patty from you? Wow.
2 patties.
Sam, you've been pretty quiet. What are your notes from
Yeah,
earlier?
Sam, we need to hear some of your notes that you had from your cheat meal earlier when you decided to eat before us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My solo venture.
Yeah, right.
You know, I enjoyed it. I always like Shake Shack. Jimmy, you said you don't think about it that much. You don't think about it at all. I think about it. It's on my mind when I'm in the city.
In your dreams.
Yeah. Maybe not my dreams, but definitely on my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandpa did give me a gift card.
How much
It's
is
such an
that
insane concept. Like saying it out loud. Like when he gave it to me, I was just like, oh, hell yeah.
How
I was like,
long did it take you to spend that gift card?
Okay, well, all right, this makes it a little bit better. Anytime I would go, I would like get whoever I went with, like something.
Oh,
Well,
So I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Sam was just like going by himself, but like was like getting 2 meals. It was like, yeah, I had dinner with a friend tonight. Twice the amount of patty.
I would give that patty. I don't know. I give Shake Shack 1.5 patties. You guys were kind of slamming the sort of like single taste of it, but I kind of like how it all kind of comes together. I like how like it sort of is a dumpling. I give it 1.5 patties.
Nice.
So,
Take us home.
so I don't want to end on like a with a bad taste and leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth, so to speak. But I don't know. For me, Shake Shack has always been a little bit underwhelming. I think maybe I have a little like taste aversion because I guess we're talking more about this when I should be wrapping things up. But like the cherry pickles that you can get. You guys
I
know?
have had those.
You know what that is? Yeah. So I like had that.
At Shake Shack?
Yeah.
That the first time I went to Shake Shack, there's like a spicy. It's called like the Smoke Shack or something, and it's like the spicy option. And I like spicy food, so I like got it as my first thing I ever got at Shake Shack. And I just remember it like not sitting well in my stomach, and definitely
You
I
got
don't want to get too graphic, but it wasn't bad. I enjoyed my burger. I ate it really fast. The sauce is good. Burger was cooked well. Whatever. Not a lot going on texturally. But I think I'm just gonna have to give it a 1 patty on the grill.
That sounds right.
Because I just think that the price and the experience and the way it makes me feel after just doesn't sit well with me. Like I'm not even like I didn't even stuff myself, and I like feel like gross. Like I feel like I have like this weird like coating in my throat from the grease and like
That post patty drip.
yeah the post patty drip. So I'm gonna go 1 patty on the grill. I just think it's a little overrated in my opinion.
Fair enough,
Yeah,
guys.
well, there you have it.
Well, wait, what was Willie? Willie was team In-N-Out or team Shake Shack?
Always In-N-Out.
Oh, so for
In-N-Out. So yeah, I'm team In-N-Out. I haven't had In-N-Out since the last time I was in Texas, but
I think
I
In-N-Out
like it.
is their
I
winner.
like that food.
Yep, I think in
I like their fries too. I like the In-N-Out fries.
All right, Harry, Drake, Willie, thank you guys for coming on the show. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you guys. we gotta have a core.
Thank you for having us.
Peace, boys. We'll have you on again sometime real soon.
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
see you.
Peace.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye, Drake. Drake like had a moment of panic when like Harry left like before him. He was like, "Oh shit, I gotta leave this meeting."
All right,
Well, guys, this is great. Another
It was
F
a fun
down.
one.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.
Hey there, Patty, looking like a baddie. Ate so much I'm gonna throw up. Why you tryna make me fatty? Yeah, it's a dreamy. Made that bun so crispy. I got fries finally, and I wanna get them in me.